Hey everybody, welcome back to Darksiders Comics, my channel. And I'm doing Terminator Secondary Objective issue 2 of 4 by Dark Horse Comics. And yeah, this cover, awesome. Let's dive in. I enjoyed the first one really much. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. Okay, I've stopped rambling. Let's go in. So it's Monday and people are going to work, and as you can see, there's some traffic here. People flipping each other off. But there's a woman called Linda Paul. She is at the beach and she is half a day off because she has only worked part time, and she is lying on the beach. And there's this her boyfriend who is called Dwayne, and he's a rock musician dude, and he wants to have sex with her, and well, that's what they're trying to do. But then she sees something. And then out of the water rises a beautiful goddess out of the water. Looks great, but she's not human at all. No, it's our Terminator. And the Terminator name, I mean, there are 3 Terminators in total. There's this one, there's the normal Terminator, and we have a hybrid. And this one is called Z000M, which is a little bit unpronounceable if you're reviewing a comic, so I'm calling her 2000M. I know that's not her name, but that's how because it looks like a 2. I know it's a Z. Anyway, moving on. So while he's trying to make love with her, she comes towards them, and they basically wants her clothes, like in every Terminator movie, which is cool. I don't know what happened to them. And then we're moving on to the future. So it seems Skynet has found some humans, and they try to eradicate them, and some very cool action, people dying left and right. And this is young Mary, and Mary is one of the protagonists in this comic. She is now in the present, well, not my present, but in the present of the book, in the 80s, 90s, I believe. And she lost a dad. Her dad thinks he's a freedom fighter or resistance fighter, and He takes them on, and action looks freaking awesome. Look at these explosions, really cool. People dying left and right again, and then he's getting shot or killed by one of those Terminator drones that from a distance looks like Starship Enterprise. So Mary, lost her dad, and then she wakes up in the plane, and they are flying. They are flying to a place, and they basically stole this plane. They try to find Sarah Connor, and next to her is the hybrid Terminator human. Well, he hasn't a name yet. I know his name, but I'm not going to name him yet. It's going to be a little bit later. But his original name is Wait a minute. Jesus Christ, my eyes. What's it says? 1825M. I need better glasses. And they have a conversation about her dreams, and that she's still, going back into the past, and she cannot, believe that she's now in the present now, and as you can see here, she is now reminiscing, and she is tried to acclimate because she's coming from, the future where everybody's dead or dying, and they have to hide, they have to survive, and now she is here in the city, sprawling with life, with lights, and people enjoying themselves. There are noises that she has never heard before, smells that she haven't smelled before, and she doesn't know exactly what to do. Well, except finding Sarah Connor, but she needs time, if she has the time, to acclimate in this time era. And skipping. Then we go to our cyborg, and the cyborg, she's standing over him, and he's dreaming. And he's dreaming for having, sex with Mary. And he says, Mary, you're soft, you're human. Arms up, let's entwine me, muscles and flesh, Mary. And then he senses something, and then he senses he's in fight with himself, because there is some override. Well, let's say he has some brain damage or something that shut down the Terminator side of his brain, but he tries to control him again, and that's what it's doing right here, controlling through his dreams, controlling his when he's awake and he's waking up screaming, and then there's some sentence repeating over and over again. You are 1825M. You are 1825M. And it says the control room or whoever is talking to him says 1825M respond, etc., etc. And he tries to do something about it. And yeah, I mean, the art, for me, it looks great. The range of emotions, the range of movement, the panels, and not only that, the colors does a freaking good job as well. You know, it's a very depressing sometimes looking comics. Although you see some bright sunshine, but the tone is very dark, and I really love that. And to be honest, I need that in my comic because I've been bombarded with lately for the past couple of years with comics, from Marvel and DC. I'm just bringing that up over and over again, where they all talk about, food and feelings and who is gay and who is trans and we need more representation. Well, this comic is just, hey, we got a comic. This is a Terminator comic, and we have a freaking good story, and it's, and it's balls to the walls action, and it has some layers in it as well, and it is because we have also cool characters. I mean, like this one and Mary. They, we see what they are going through. This is not just we're going from the future to the past and we have to protect Sarah Connors. No, they have their own feelings, they have their own emotions, they have their own desires and fears. And then we have also the humans. We have the detective called, I believe his name is Sloan, and he is investigating the whole thing, what happened last issue. And there's only one thing coming up over and over again, as you can see here a little bit. It's called robot. And he doesn't know what to do with it. Skipping a few pages, we also have some side stories like Ed Aston. He is the other third member of the team, and I believe he has some kind of a fling with Mary. Mary kissed him in probably the other issue that I don't have in the previous comics, and he is a little bit torn because his life has been, fucked up because of the Terminators. He lost his job. He doesn't know what to do anymore, and he reaches out to a person that he knows, and it's Mr. Sloan. Dr. Hollister, and Dr. Hollister is waiting for his call, and he tried to reach him for reasons, but it seems that he says, I feel disgusted at myself trying to create an artificial intelligence, humanity's destruction. That's what we were developing. I decided we got to prevent such technology even being created by anyone. And he wants to meet with Al. And we see here this guy, not sure, probably the Detective Sloan, I'm not entirely sure, waiting at Cyberdyne Systems. And we come a little bit later to him, although it's not very. But then we go to our Terminator robot, and she just killed a guy, and she dresses like a hooker, and those are the guys. She picks her up, go to her apartment, and then she stabs him to death. And then she has, let's say, getting instructions from, I believe, headquarters. We're not entirely sure, and also with the part in her brain, and. It's been revealed it's been explained to her that the other Terminator that is still hunting not only our protagonist but also Sarah Connors, which is now its secondary objective, and that she's now been here and being I want to say asked but told to stand down for now, that she is being more on the sidelines, more in the rear guard. Yeah, cool stuff, and I love it with the shading and then the glowing eye. It just looks great. Moving on, we go to the Terminator from the first issue, and he rides on a bike through Mexico desert, and he is out of fuel, and he just kills this human, and he is riding a truck. Very cool. And to ride, he's, how do you say, going through the motions. That's not what I'm trying to say. He's trying to finish the mission, so he's still searching and going somewhere. Then we have some nice chit chat between the hybrids and I want to say Sarah, but it's why am I forgetting? Mary, yes. So Mary says at one time, well, they are trying to make a defensive plan against the Terminator because they know it's coming, and she asked him, "Hey, what's your real name?" And he said, "What do you mean? What do you mean, my real name?" "Well, your human name. You were born with it." And he says, "My name is Dudley," and she's laughing. "Dudley, you couldn't have gotten. You haven't gotten." Sorry, you couldn't have gotten a more imperfect human name if you tried. And she's laughing, and the fact that he has seen her laugh for the very first time makes him smile too. So yeah, there's some things going on. Then we're going to a little bit skip to Al on this side, and Al reads the paper about some couple on the beach that lost her clothes, or giving clothes to a naked woman, and he referring to the time travel to a naked robot, or they need clothing. So he knows what's going on. So moving on to the desert a little bit. So the Terminator is riding with the truck, and it says, "The Mexican desert, so hot and dry, even the lizards run for shade. The highway cuts through it like a knife wound. Here, the speeding fines are the greatest. Sorry, the speeding fines are greatest and go quickest into the pockets of the federal who sets them. And if you haven't got the money, you pay on the spot. You're in trouble." And then the last page, so good. Most of the time, and we see him death and destruction. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Art looks freaking fantastic. Man, this comic, I hope it goes on and on with the third and the fourth book, and it has a great payoff. I don't know. But so far, like I said, this is a balls to the walls comic. And at this point, I just need comics like these, No nonsense about feelings and crying and sexuality and all that kind of bullshit. No, just, a robot wants to kill people, and there's other people from the future, and the present wants to stop the robot. It's a simple premise, but it works. That's why the Terminator movies, well, in the beginning, not later. Well, it depends on how you enjoy the Terminator comics, but the movies, I mean, that's why Terminator movies and just are so good. The first ones, 1 and 2. Maybe some others. Well, depends on your taste. So, guys, thank you for watching. I stop rambling now. I hope you like this video. More is coming, of course, with issue 3 and 4. And new videos coming up very soon. Please like my video and share my video. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. I'll see you next time.